My name is Terry V. Williams, and I'm asking that if your heart desire to display your items that's awesome, you want people to see it, or you just want to donate it, we appreciate it. You can contact me at 786-546-6210. That's 786-546-6210. Danny Glover here, who has been a part of school board. You got Coretta Scott King that came here in Opelika. That's when it was Opelika. She came here, and then Danny Glover, and this is John Amos from Good Time. This is Smokey Robinson and myself. I was hanging out at his house. And then also Herbie Hancock, and this is my brother-in-law, Mickey Stevens, which was original writer for Motown. He wrote the song Dancing in the Street. Of course, Hendrix and me. Here we are together. And this is Wynton Marcel.
That's 2000 or 19 something.
Oh man, this is in what was that? Early 90s. Okay, he was on Magnum PI. Jody Watley from Shalimar. We went to school together. She's a cheerleader as well. And a lot of people always ask who this is. Sheila E. That Sheila E. used to play with Prince. Okay? And then also this young lady, I just liked her outfit and I put her up there. And this is my queen. That's my mother. Okay, I had to put her in there. This is what we call the high five. Okay, that's where we used to come, and this is where we played records. And check this out, 8-track. We don't have this no more. 8-track. That is definitely historical right there. Yeah. So we thank God for giving us all this past to bring together. Look at my albums here that look like a big CD, but no, they're not CDs. That's an LP. And then you 45, and you got the cassette tape, and then we came to cassette. I'm sorry, what you call that? The disc for our music. This is the way we listen to music on these items right here. Long time favorites. Okay. Check this out. That look like a big CD, but no, they're not CDs. That's an LP. And then you 45, and you got the cassette tape, and then we came to cassette. I'm sorry, what you call that? The disc for our music. This is the way we listen to music on these items right here. Long time favorites. Okay. Check this out. Different things, and not only that, but it works. The Polaroid, and we have the video cameras that we used to use in different events and stuff. VHS tapes. Yeah. And look at this newspaper from 1969. Wow. Different things, and not only that, but it works. The Polaroid, and we have the video cameras that we used to use in different events and stuff. VHS tapes. Yeah. And look at this newspaper from 1969. Wow. You're good with your camera. Those who are looking at this, if you want to have your items displayed, or you just want to get rid of them, please contact me, Terry Williams, Terry V. Williams. And you're good with your camera. Those who are looking at this, if you want to have your items displayed, or you just want to get rid of them, please contact me, Terry Williams, Terry V. Williams. And my name is Terry V. Williams, and I'm asking that if your heart desire to display your items that's awesome, you want people to see it, or you just want to donate it, we appreciate it. You can contact me at 786-546-6210. That's 546-6210. This is our display for Black History 2025. We want to reach back, and we have a whole lot of history in here. From newspapers to records to tapes and telephones. And then we also here have our black art. And if you look at this paper here, that is 1969, the full newspaper when the man was walking on the moon. So all these items are, oh man, they're just, they're phenomenal when you see it in person. We look at our black art, and then not only that, but check this out. This is real cotton that grew in the fields when our parents, our foreparents, went out there in the field and picked cotton. This is the real thing. I'll tell them, I thank God for our foreparents going out there, because I don't think I can handle it. And we have all of our African art here, the drums, different paraphernalia that we have here. And people have brought these things that we can, display it so we can show it to others, and where we have our history come from. That's a picture there of Harriet Tubman when she was leading some kids, trying to help them to get away from slavery. Yeah. Then we have our cameras, all kind of cameras we have here, different things and lights and all that. This is what we used to use here at the school to film our kids doing the announcements, and any program that we do, they would come and we'll film them here. Now I reach back here on this table here, it's blasts from the past. We did the 70s and then some on this table. If you look at it, you'll see something you may have or you had. And if your heart desire, look at it. We got viewfinders, we got telephones, we have yo-yos, we even have some beepers here. And look at the items that we have here that has been reached back. And then we also went and got this tape, which is part of a reel-to-reel. If anyone hear me, I'm looking for the reel and reel tape. So if you want to reach out to me, please do so I can get that, or you want to donate it. Y'all know that telephone there, that's the telephones we used to have, and then platforms that the ladies wear, and then look at that, you got a French phone, beautiful French phone, and the beepers. So we have a lot of things we have on display that people can see and reach back. And it brings back memories when we look at these things, the yellow pages and white pages. You're good at what you do, man. They might see their cell phone and say, you know what, I still got mine. I am also looking for the brick phone. The brick phone was the first phone that was created in back in the 70s, and I'm looking forward. I sure would love to have that on display. This is what we call the high five back in the 60s and 70s. If you look at it, this thing still works. This is the turntable, which is where we played our records, 45s and our albums, and 33s. And then this here is something that has been gone for a long time. This is our 8-track. It's an 8-track. What we do is we put this thing in, and then when we put it in, it plays music. And this is what we used to use in all of our house. It was a piece of furniture, but this is when you open this box up, it looks like this, because this is the furniture we had back then. And you're talking about something that's so beautiful. A lot of them came different. We had some hi-fis with a record player, and it had a cassette player, what they call the reel-to-reel. And then also we had some with just like this, and some of them, hi-fi, we had a TV on it. So we had all kind of different things. There's some people out there that still have these things in their house. If you want to get rid of it, please see me, call me, talk to me. Do not throw it away. The value is good. People need to see this. This is our history. Historical display here. This display, it dates back all the way to 1968, when Dr. King was assassinated, the full newspaper. And not only do we have Dr. King, we also have President Kennedy when he got assassinated. It's amazing because the whole full newspaper is still intact and still good. If you look below, you see the type of camera that was used when they filmed when he got assassinated, which is an 8mm camera, and it still works. And the jets, these are the jet magazines that they came out with first. Back then, they were 25 cents, and it's like those jets took us back because it let us know what's happening in society, in all of our cities, towns, and countries, everything. And then also, we also have Life magazine. Life magazine was one of the best magazine besides Ebony magazine, that it shows you full pictures of different things that's happening in society. So this case right here dates back with some very, very historical items in there. And it would be so good if we had more to add to it. So if you have some of these things that we can utilize in this historical museum, please, my number has already been announced. It's the same, 786-546-6210. I'll be glad to display it. And if you donate it, boy, I'll be really glad. Thank you. And this is what we have on display: the typewriter, floppy disk, cassette tape, and then if we walk on the other side, we'll see there's a VHS. And you'll see this VHS. That's the tape recorder right there. The dual cassette player. These are the things that we don't use no more, but they're still good. And one thing about it, if you keep these and you keep them clean, they'll work forever. The dual cassette player. These are the things that we don't use no more, but they're still good. And one thing about it, if you keep these and you keep them clean, they'll work forever. A album, or we used to call it LP. These LPs that we used back then, they were so good that it's made out of vinyl, because some of us call it vinyl. It has two sides. And the good thing is that you can play music with it. You know, a lot of kids, they call it big CDs. But these are our CDs that we had. And one thing about it, it plays beautiful music. And one thing you can do is when you put it on, you can hear how crisp this sounds. And it sounds so good. It might be old, but it still works. Also, we have, this is our cassette player. This is a cassette player. We use this. I didn't hook it up because we were playing the record, but it still works. And then also we have the radio. The radio, you put all this together, this is what we used to call our stereo back in the 60s and 70s and stuff. And look how that sound. That's Marvin Gaye that's playing right there. And I tell you, the music is so awesome. And one thing about it, when we used to have parties, we did them by records. And when we played the records, it's like, oh, we can turn it back and keep playing it. It's like, play it again. And we play it and have a good time at the party. Dr. Robert Ingram, the school was named after him because he did so much in the community. He also used to be the mayor of Opelika. He was one of the first black police that rode a motorcycle and worked on Miami Beach. So he plays a great part in the history of this school, Robert B. Ingram. I have had the pleasure of, he was also a pastor, and I used to go over to his church and preach all the time. So we were very close and good friends and stuff. So it's always good to know that you got somebody in your life that is good and that can be a friend to you. This is our display that we put of him and some other items. We kind of reached back to the 70s. And if you look at it, a lot of us remember Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan's show was one of the biggest shows back in the 60s and 70s. And then not only that, he showcased Motown. These watches, this watch here is one of the watches we used to have back in the 70s. The red face with the numbers are red. The pocket watches, our grandfather had that. That other little watch there with the leather on it, Mama used to have that watch, that clock by the bed for alarm clock. And then that's another watch there that grandmama used to pin on her chest. Then we also have SNL, which is Saturday Night Live. These are the original tapes that were made They started in 75. And this is history in itself, right in this case. History is one of the best things we can live off of, because see, if we never know nothing about our past, we can never take care of something in the future. So we thank God for our past. We embrace our right now, our present, and then the future. Well, we don't know what to expect, but we know it can be better. See, that is the first game, Atari, and then afterwards it was Pac-Man, and then Galaxy and all that. See that we have an old case of Pepsi. They don't even make Pepsi that small anymore. This is a display, and the reason why I put Michael Jackson in there with the Pepsi, because he did the commercial, and y'all know what happened to him when he got burned, his hair got on fire. And then also we got Prince inside there, because I want to show the size of the Jet magazine, that from the small one, the first one, and this is what it looked like now. And then also this book down here is a display of a whole lot of different Hollywood stars. I was presented to this book from the owner and of Vintage Hollywood place where we had a party at, and he gave me this book and signed his name. There's a whole lot of history in there as well. So I thank you for listening to me, and I hope you enjoy this RBI Black History Museum. We appreciate you. I'm your announcer, Terry B. Williams. Hit me up. Thank you so kindly. My name is Terry B. Williams, and I'm asking that if your heart desire to display your items that's awesome, you want people to see it, or you just want to donate it, we appreciate it. You can contact me at 786-546-6210. That's 786-546-6210.